In the blackest corners of the multiverse, where nightmares claw at reality and hope is a distant memory, the Batman who laughs is born. He is terror incarnate, a twisted legend rising from the abyss. From Earth 22, he was once a beacon of justice. A hero, brilliant, relentless, unbreakable, but even the greatest can fall into darkness. Tragedy struck, as it always does in the shadows. In a final, desperate clash, he was exposed to a toxin forged by the Joker, not meant to kill, but to corrupt, to shatter the mind and twist the soul into something monstrous, to shatter the mind and twist morality into something unrecognizable. The Bat family saw it first. Batgirl, Nightwing, Red Hood, and Robin. They confronted him in the Batcave, desperate to save the man who had raised and trained them. They offered him help, compassion, and a chance to fight what was consuming him. But Bruce knew. He knew they would be the first to see the cracks, the first to realize that he was slipping. And so, in one brutal moment, he revealed how far he had already fallen. From the shadows, he produced twin machine guns and opened fire. In an instant, the children he had sworn to protect, his family, his legacy, were nothing more than bodies on the cave floor. With the Bat family gone, the League soon followed. When Superman arrived at the Fortress of Solitude, he found the Justice League already slaughtered. Wonder Woman, Flash, Martian Manhunter, Plastic Man, all gone. The world's greatest protectors had been erased in silence, and waiting for him was the friend he trusted most, now laughing through blood-stained teeth. The League's downfall was insanely violent, a living nightmare that destroyed what used to stand for hope and power. But the cruelest cut was yet to come. As Batman begins gradually poisoning Clark, Lois and John join him in the room. As time draws to a close for them, Bruce tosses kryptonite at Clark, and John allowing Damian and his Joker kids to tear them all apart. It was the turning point for that universe, as there was nobody left to stop Bruce from the madness that he had planned for his world. Barbados appears from the depths of the Dark Multiverse, showing Bruce what could be possible with his help. He showed him the darkest nightmares that could be unleashed. He tells Bruce to gather other Batmen that have the darkness in them. Each had suffered a world-altering tragedy that reshaped them into something monstrous. Each had crossed lines that the heroes of Earth Zero could never imagine. And so it was done. The Justice League, the Bat family, even Superman's hope, all extinguished by the man who once swore to save them. What remained was not Bruce Wayne, not the Joker, but something infinitely worse, the Batman who laughs. The task of assembling these Dark Knights was as much psychological as it was logistical. He needed to manipulate, convince, and ultimately corrupt them, all while demonstrating the irresistible logic of joining forces with someone who had transcended morality itself. The first of these recruits was the Red Death, a fusion of Batman and the Flash from Earth 52. In his universe, Bruce Wayne faced an unimaginable loss. His entire family was killed, and there was nothing that he could do to stop it from happening. Desperate to save his world, he was filled with unrealistic ideas that if he could acquire the Speed Force, he could save his world. But it would be at the cost of Barry Allen. The consequences were catastrophic. The infusion of speed-powered energy twisted his body and mind, merging him with a force he could no longer control. He became a monstrous, near unstoppable being, moving faster than thought, striking with lethal precision, and carrying within him an obsession that could consume entire worlds. The Batman who laughs recognized the raw potential of this hybrid, a mind that combined Batman's strategic genius with the speed and destructive capability of the Flash. Through carefully orchestrated deception, he presented Red Death with an opportunity to escape his doomed timeline, to wield his power in a world unprepared for his wrath, and to join a cause that promised ultimate freedom from the limitations of morality and consequence. Next came the Murder Machine, a terrifying amalgam of man and machine from Earth 43. In this universe, Alfred Pennyworth, the heart and conscience of Bruce Wayne, dies under tragic circumstances, leaving Batman to grapple with grief and anger he cannot contain. Unable to cope with his loss, he merges his consciousness with an artificial intelligence he designed, creating a cybernetic form that combines human cunning with machine efficiency. The result is a being devoid of empathy, executing strategies with ruthless precision, prioritizing logic and efficiency above all else. The Batman Who Laughs saw the murder machine not merely as a tool, but as a mind equally capable of devising complex, cruel strategies. Through subtle manipulation and a demonstration of the chaos he could command, he convinced the murder machine to join, appealing to its desire for purpose, its capacity for destruction, and its ambition to enact a version of justice unbound by humanity. The Batman Who Laughs then went to recruit Batman Dawnbreaker. This version is a version of Bruce that acquired the Green Lantern ring. But instead of using it for good, he turned his willpower towards bitterness and evil. He killed mercilessly, destroyed the entire Green Lantern Corps, and vaporized Commissioner Gordon. The Dawnbreaker's light, once a symbol of hope, now became an instrument of fear, and he joined the Dark Knights as both ally and weapon. From Earth 11, the Batman Who Laughs recruited the Drowned, a female Batman fused with Aquaman's powers. In her reality, she inherits control over the oceans, ruling submerged cities with iron resolve, bending aquatic life to her will. Her morality is filtered through a lens of dominance, her actions justified by survival and control. She sees life as a resource, water as a weapon, and all who oppose her as expendable. The Batman Who Laughs recognized the strategic advantage of such a being, one who could manipulate entire ecosystems, dominate vast areas, and impose a form of control entirely alien to the surface world. He presented the Drowned with the prospect of expanding her influence beyond her submerged city, offering her freedom from the constraints of a single environment and the opportunity to conquer new worlds. The Drowned, drawn by ambition and the chance to transcend her reality, joined without hesitation. The Merciless, a Batman from Earth 12, brings yet another level of danger. In that universe, Bruce kills the god Ares, taking his helmet and inheriting divine power. No longer merely a man, he becomes a warrior with unmatched strength and combat skill, his moral compass obliterated by the intoxicating sense of godhood. The Batman Who Laughs saw in the Merciless a combination of martial perfection and divine authority, an enforcer capable of reshaping the battlefield according to his will. Through a mix of psychological manipulation and appeal to his desire for absolute power, the Merciless joins the Dark Knights, his presence elevating the team from fearsome to nearly unstoppable. Finally, the Devastator, a fusion of Batman and Doomsday from Earth 1, completes the group. In his universe, Bruce injects himself with the Doomsday virus in a desperate attempt to stop Superman. The transformation is catastrophic, fusing human intellect with raw, destructive strength and near immortality. The Batman Who Laughs recognizes the Devastator as a living juggernaut, a perfect instrument of terror capable of laying waste to anything in his path. By framing this alliance as an opportunity to act without moral restraint and achieve what no other reality would permit, the Batman Who Laughs ensures the Devastator's loyalty, securing a final cornerstone in the assembly of his Dark Knights. With the team complete, the Batman Who Laughs commands an unparalleled coalition of nightmare Batmen, each uniquely terrifying yet united under a singular purpose: the domination and corruption of Earth Zero. Each member brings distinct abilities, tactical minds, and moral distortion. But together, they form a force that transcends simple villainy. The assembly process itself is a testament to the Batman Who Laughs' cunning. He does not merely recruit through force, but through subtle manipulation, exploiting their desires, fears, and ambitions to bind them to his cause. As these Dark Knights converge upon Earth Zero, their presence alone begins to warp reality, destabilizing both the physical world and the moral compass of its defenders. Their arrival heralds an era in which the familiar lines between hero and villain blur, and the Justice League faces a challenge unlike anything encountered before. The Dark Knights are not merely strong, they are intimately familiar with the tactics, abilities, and weaknesses of the heroes they once mirrored. Every move is calculated, every strike designed to undermine the confidence and cohesion of the defenders. Their existence poses not just a physical threat but a psychological one, a relentless assault on hope itself. The Batman Who Laughs' vision extends beyond immediate conquest. By assembling these Dark Knights, He has created a multiversal seed of chaos capable of spreading fear and corruption across realities. The initial assaults are only the beginning, designed to test defenses, sow discord, and prepare the world for the greater horrors that lie ahead. Each Dark Knight embodies a lesson in twisted potential, a reflection of what Batman could become when stripped of morality and driven to extremes. Together, they are an unstoppable force, a dark mirror held up to Earth Zero, showing what could happen if heroism is corrupted, if hope is turned to despair, if brilliance is merged with madness. Batman Who Laughs becomes apparent. His goal: amplify the others. Together, they are not amplify loyalty, through a combination of temptation, threat, and shared vision. Each member, though individually monstrous, gains purpose and direction under his guidance. Together, they become a weapon that transcends any single universe, a force designed to challenge the very nature of heroism and reality itself.